Hello. Hello, my name is Colleen Magness, and I am an independent demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, here on the East Coast in Chesapeake, Virginia, and today you are creating with Colleen. Well, we're not really creating. I have something else I want to share with you today. Stampin' Up! Has their mini catalog, the January through June mini catalog, and it has been an amazing catalog. Well, starting this Wednesday, June 1st, many items in this catalog are retiring. They're on the retired list and they are reduced. So I have a choice. I can just send you the Excel or the PDF so that you can see what is retiring, or I can show you. And it's so much easier to see where I have marked my calendar and all the sale prices are. Plus you get a little bonus. As I've gone around the stamp room, I have found some cards for the sets that are retiring, so I will share some inspiration with you too. Now mind you, I did not create all these cards. I am a big advocate of giving credit where credit is due, and I will try to, but some of these cards I've had for 6 months. So if the name wasn't on them, I may not be able to give proper credit, but I don't want you to think I created them all. I just really hang with some very talented Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. So Ellen is here. I decided to do this as a Facebook Live in case anybody actually was sitting around on a couch being blessed on a Sunday afternoon. Because I was going to do it as a video, and I was like, no, let me just do it as a live, then I'll move it on over to YouTube. So I hope this helps you to see what is retiring. It has been an awesome catalog. And then just remember, on July 1st, it's crazy the way the months just tick off, but on July 1st, we will have the July through December mini catalog starting. And what's exciting is we will also have 2 months of celebration, and the items are wonderful. Us as demonstrators, we have been able to see it online. So I've seen the catalog, I've seen the celebration items, and we actually get to pre-order on June 1st. So if that interests you and you want to get in on that, let me know and I'll tell you how you too can order on June 1st. But until then, as a customer, you have to wait till July. But let's see what is retiring here so that we can get the most out of this catalog and get the products that we want before they leave. So hold on tight. I'm going to turn you down and around, and we'll get things started. So let me just snap you back in here. Here we go. Now I'm going to start my Facebook page here. I'm going to boot it up so hopefully I can see how well I am in the middle. And I'm probably going to hold off on answering any kind of questions or doing the comments. I will try to come back after we do the catalog tour to go over comments that people have. This way, we have a lot of ground to cover here. Again, this was a wonderful catalog, and it was the January through June Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. So going through, I'm going to go page by page, save you the painstaking chore of trying to look at that teeny tiny Excel sheet. So first we have on page 8, this is a suite that was called Sweet Talk. This really, on page 9, you see all the different items, and really they have some gorgeous stuff. So the things that have retired from here, you have the Sweet Talk bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies. Now the gingham embossing folder, that did carry over. But number 3, these little sweet treat boxes, they were 10 boxes originally for $10. They are on sale for $5. The iridescent rhinestones carried over. The real red faux linen ribbon, that was originally $7, and it has been marked down to $5.25. And then this designer paper was beautiful, the Sweet Talk 12 by 12 designer paper. That was normally $11.50, and it has been marked down to $5.75. So that is an awesome deal. So let me share some projects. This, I do believe, was Tanya Reed. This was a really cute little treat box. So these are those boxes that have been marked down half price. The little sweet treat boxes. She used the designer paper, a little envelope. Just really, really cute. Here's another card. This may have been hers too. I'll try to go through them quick because again, we're going to be here, so make yourself comfy. But again, the designer paper, the ribbon, all that's reduced. This is adorable. And this shows that gingham folder. But keep in mind, the gingham folder thankfully carried over. fact, I just bought it last week. Tickled to death. Then here, let me see, I think this was Jennifer Cotton. I do a swap with some gals who are on the advisory board for Stampin' Up, and they're all very talented. So this was a lot of fun. A little Z-fold card. And this here, who did this? Oh, wait a minute. This was Natalie Travis. So if I kept their name with it, I can tell you who it was, and if not, I'd be guessing at best. But here, this is a seam binding card, kind of a wide card, but beautiful designer paper. Again, this is the Sweet Talk Suite. And then last but not least, this too is a very cute card. So in these, again, this is page 9. Everything was retiring except the iridescent rhinestones, the gingham embossing folder, and those items were marked down, starting June 1st. So on page 10, if you actually look at it, this is a way to really buy it. You could have bought the bundle, but what they have done is they have reduced the stamp set and the dies individually. So where the Sweet Conversations would have normally cost you $42.25 for that bundle, by getting the dies and getting the stamp set, you're going to pay $23.50 because the stamp set has been reduced to $9 in half. That's 50% off from $18, and the dies have been reduced in half to $14.50. So that's the way you want to buy this bundle, and for under $24, you have a stinking cute little bundle that also makes little treat boxes. So on page 11, this is called Love and Happiness. So the stamp set is retiring at regular price, but the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder, that is half off at $14.50. So what a hybrid embossing folder is, it embosses and cuts at the same time. Very, very cool. So this is a card that Jody Reinhardt did, and I just loved how she cut the beautiful little heart out. It was embossed and cut. She actually had embossed there, and just put it off to the side. How cute. She didn't throw that away. She knew to use it. So that is for that bundle. Now going to page 12, we have the Gumball Greetings. And with the Gumball Greetings, all of this is retiring. So the stamp set is retiring, of course, and the dies, but the dies are marked off half off. So the dies are $14 instead of $28. So a lot of the dies, they seem to be, when they're retiring, they will mark down. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So just again, price it at that point, whether it's the stamp set and dies together or the bundle. Because if your dies are marked down, you're going to be better off getting them individually. So the Gumball Greetings goes completely away. Then on page 13, this little Nuts and Bolts stamp set that was so cute, that is retiring at regular price. Now this suite, on page 14, this is called Flowering Fields. This was my #1 pick out of the entire catalog, right from the start. I loved that. If you look on page 15 here, what really caught my eye were these gorgeous Windmill Dies, because we really didn't have anything like that before. I've been a demonstrator for 20 years, and I had never really saw dies like this, and you'll be happy to know they're half off. So let me tell you what we have going on here, and then I can actually show you the sets on the other page, large in life, big in life. So this here, the Flowering Tulip Bundle, that did carry over into the new catalog, but it's not priced as a bundle. So you will no longer save 10% when you buy the dies and the stamp set together, but you can get it. It is available in the new catalog. Now the Tulip Fields, that is not available. That entire thing is retiring, and I'll tell you about the dies when I turn the page. The Evening Evergreen Ribbon, that did carry over. The, something there. Thankfully, the brushed brass butterflies carried over. These little trinkets are fantastic. You get 80 butterflies, 40 of 2 different sizes, and they're self-adhesive. They're flat, they don't hardly weigh anything, so they're great to use as an embellishment on your card. And this paper here, the Flowering Fields 12 by 12 paper, was some of the prettiest paper in the entire catalog. That's normally $11.50, and that has been reduced to $8.05. So when you flip flip the page, they actually show you the bundle. That was like the entire suite that comes with it. Your ribbons, your embellishments, your papers. Here is that Flowering Tulips. Again, carrying over, not at a bundle price, but you will still be able to get that. But on page 17, the Tulip Fields bundle is going away. And to me, I'm going to show you some samples because, again, this was my #1 pick when this first came out. The Windmill Dies are marked 50% off. So instead of $33, they are $16.50. So my honest opinion, my professional opinion, even if you didn't get the stamp set, by golly, get the dies because you can make some beautiful windmills. The dies actually match the little trees and clouds in this stamped windmill, but as you'll see in my samples, this was a card I created. It's just gorgeous. I mean, this was the easiest card I think I ever made because really all I had to do was just stamp the words. So this is what the dies look like. And again, those are those little bitty butterflies. So these dies, again, half off at $16.15, but really only while supplies last. It's like the magic words. So here was another card that I created. See, this is the one that matches the stamp set that you can cut out with a die. And that's a seam binding card. That is also a gift card holder. So you can put a gift card in there. Don't squint too hard. This isn't a real gift card. It just says preferred customer, which is me because I love to buy. But that is another card. And this showcases that beautiful designer paper. Now this card, I showcased the stamp set. So again, when you look at this, the way you're going to stamp it, this is actually the horizon. So you're going to stamp this first. That's one stamp. Then you're going to put this stamp in the middle and then alternate it on each side. And when you do, you get the Tulip Fields, hence the name of this bundle. So that was a card. You got the little fence in there. That was a fun card to make. And this was probably my favorite. This card here, because you have the front. Look at that designer paper. It's amazing. It goes great with Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. So you have your windmill, then you have this centerpiece, and then it opens. And this card actually is really easy to make when you get down to it, because all it is a half, like that's a card. That would be a standard card. But then what I did is on the front, I cut a 1-inch strip on each side. And then you just have to have something, it's called a spanner card, because this piece here spans across the two sides. That's what gives you your first opening. There's your center, and then you go there. So it looks difficult, but I had a teacher years ago that said, it's easy once you know how. And I just can't agree with that more, whether it's rocket science or spanner cards. I promise you, it's easy once you know how. So then moving on to page 18, the Rainbow of Happiness. This bundle did retire. The stamp set's regular price, but they have marked the dies down to $15.50, regularly $31. Page 19, the Friends of the Forest. This stamp set is retiring. I have to keep sliding my catalog back and forth because I wanted you to get a good up-close view. So this here, the Hello Ladybug, that did carry over. That's a really cute set with a matching punch, and it makes an adorable bumblebee too. But this did retire. This did carry over. It carried over, but you will not get it at a bundle price. So you wouldn't save 10%. The Wildflower Path, that did stay in. That made it. And then on page 22, you had the Symbols of Fortune. And the Symbols of Fortune, that suite, almost all of it went away. So what you have is you have the Crane of Fortune bundle. That has retired at regular price. The Soft Succulent Satin Shimmer ribbon, that stayed in. But the Polished Dots are retiring, and they are marked down to $5.25. The Mother of Pearl paper is actually retiring, and that's very pretty too, especially when you emboss it. So that was normally $6. That's marked down to $4.20. And the beautiful paper, the Symbols of Fortune, that is marked off half price at $7.50. So turning the page, let me show you my samples first. Marilyn Ann Diamond is a gal who our team actually adopted. She's a very sweet gal, and she made a bay window card. So this is what it is when you open it. And then it actually tucks in there and looks like a bay window. So she inspired me to make one. But this is one, the flowers are not from this suite, but the paper certainly is. So we had that. And then this one here. So this is that Symbols of Fortune. And again, she made it into a bay window card. So that is my samples for that. So for the next page, again, that's all retired, dies at half price. But over here, the Paradise Palms bundle on page 25, that did retire. I'm sorry, golly day, I'm getting all confused. That did carry over. It carried over, but not at a bundle price. I'm getting so wrapped up on my samples, I better focus on my calendar. My catalog. Y'all do know it's a holiday weekend. Apparently my brain has taken a holiday. Today is the 29th of May, and golly day, I should be cooking something for my family. But we're not. We're getting through this. On page 26, the Boughs and Blossoms, that carried over. On page 27, Easter Friends did retire, and this is adorable. So one of my dear friends and team members, Joyce Daniel, made this card, and he's just so stinking cute. So I know many of you, unless you have it, will be sad to see that go. On page 28, the Garden Greenhouse bundle, that is retiring, but the dies are marked off half price. It's $17. And that, again, I think that's another set of dies that even if you just had the dies are pretty cool because it actually makes a greenhouse. The dies themselves do. So on page 30, the Flowering Rain Boots, that is retiring. And here's a card. Who's this from? Let me see. I think, Joyce Farraco. So I did get this from Joyce, and it is a really cute set. So Flowering Rain Boots will retire. And so will on page 31, the Kite Delight. Now that stamp set they marked off down to $12.60. Now, Artfully Composed. What a gorgeous bundle and pretty designer paper. This is on page 33. The Artfully Layered bundle is retiring at full price. The white frayed ribbon is carrying over, and so is that really cool faux sea glass shapes. So this will be available for the next year because it's in the annual catalog. We had those sold out really quick, but they are in stock and available. So the sea glass carried over, and so did the vellum layering designs. Now the designer paper, as pretty as that is, that has been marked down to $10.35. Here are some samples. Let's see if I see names on the cards. But just gorgeous. I mean, look how pretty that is. Working with a little piece of sea glass, some vellum. Right here, I think this was Tanya Reed's card, if I'm not mistaken. And then here, let's see. This is Joyce Daniels. You can tell who I like to follow, my stampers. So again, very, very pretty. You can see how nice this bundle is. And then this was Denise Jorgensen. So very pretty colors. So sadly, that bundle is leaving. Now here on page 35, you have the Dahlia Days bundle. And that is retiring, but they have marked the dies down to $27.30. Next, you have the Flowing Flowers. This stamp set is retiring, and I really liked this stamp set. It was a distinct stamping style, and I love the font and the sayings in here. I love that. Sending a card instead of a text. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't they just love that? Time for a happy dance. Thank you. Happy birthday. Just a note. And I like you. Really nice set that will be leaving us. Page 37, the Daffodil Daydream bundle. That carried over, but not as a bundle price. So you won't save the 10% if you purchase it before the end of June. After that, you have to pay more. So here on page 38, Seize the Day. That stamp set, that whole die, the dies and everything is going away at regular price. And here's a card. I think Robin Warren did this one. Wishing you oceans of happiness. And that, I'll show you later in the book, that is In fact, I'll set this aside. I'll try to remember to pick it up. That is a background stamp called Waves. That is retiring also. So here's a sample showing the Seas of the Day bundle. And then here's another one. This is, oh, that's Lenore Whitehead's. There you go. How pretty is that? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thankfully, Oceanfront made it. Oceanfront made the cut into the annual catalog. Love this. Love it, love it. And then on page 40, the Amazing Silhouettes. That bundle carried over, but again, not at a bundle price. But that is in the new catalog. And the same here for the Eden's Garden. The Eden's Garden bundle did carry over, but not at a bundle price. So you won't be saving the 10%. Next on page 42, New Horizons. What an amazing bundle this was. The designer paper itself did all the work for you. It had sceneries on the background. Oh my gosh, I can't even say enough about it. You had these little pebble enamel shapes, beautiful bundle. I loved also that you had this little picket gate, which is kind of what you see going over the sand dunes. And then you have mountains. But on the Horizon bundle, this is retiring. So the entire bundle's going away, along with the cotton ribbon combo pack. So this is Misty Moonlight and Petal Pink. That has been marked down to $6.30. The pebbles, sadly, are going away because they made such a cool embellishment. But on your cards, I mean, they would still mail just fine. The pebbles, I was shocked, have been marked down to $5.25, but not the designer paper. The designer paper is still $11.50. It's a 6x6 pack. You get 48 sheets, and I would stock up on that while you can because the paper is amazing. So here is a sample of one of the papers. Actually, it just drives me nuts because you know I'm a drafter. I was a drafter. This part here, I punched too high and it should be even all the way across. I had one that was even, but I sent it to a customer because I didn't want them to send the one that was a little higher. But you get an idea of just how pretty this designer paper is. The only thing stamped there are the birds. That's all it needed. And then inspired by Marilyn Ann, this was my version of the bay window card. So I had the birds, that's all I had to stamp. You open it, it says, wishing you so much happiness. And then I made mine to where it just slides on the side. So when you see it, it's still a complete scene all the way across. But yet when you hold it up, it's a bay window. So next, moving on. On page 44, the Eclectic Garden carried over. And this is what I was telling you about on 45. The Timeless Tiles carried over, but not the Gentle Waves stamp. So this is one large stamp. And again, that's what was stamped behind the fish on this card. So really, when you think about it, anything that you have that's aquatic would work with this stamp. On page 46, the Soaring Swallows and the Dies are retiring. The swallow dies have been marked down to $23.80. And then on page 47, thankfully, the Grassy Grove bundle carried over. Once I knew it was carrying over, I purchased it because there are some amazing cards out there with this set because the dies were fantastic. I wish I had a sample here with that, but if you look on page 47 down at the bottom, it's actually a square and trees, and then you just see through the trees. I cannot wait to share that. Then on page 48, the Abstract Beauty. The bundle carried over, but not at a bundle price. But a lot of the embellishments are marked down. So number 2, these adhesive-backed hexagons, they are marked down to $5.25. The Abstract Beauty cards and envelopes, they are marked off half price at $5. The Abstract Beauty Ephemera pack, that is marked down to $4.55. And the Abstract Beauty designer paper, which is actually a 4x6 inch designer paper, is marked down half price at $7.50. And that's pretty good because that's a specialty paper. That has that beautiful gold foil in there. Now on page 50, the Hello Beautiful bundle carried over, but not at a bundle price. And on page 51, The Happy Heartfelt stamp set did not make the cut. That was actually retired, but you get 15 sayings in here for only $24. So that is going away. Now on page 52, the Slim Sayings Bundle. These made the slim, what do you call them? Slim cards. It's another name for that. Stephanie, you're watching. I was going to try to make it through without my comments, but I need you, baby. I think it's called a slimline card. I have made it. But actually, that bundle is retiring, and the slim card dies are marked down to $29.50. Now, Stephanie, when we were talking about the Horizon Suite, she said she's surprised that it's going away because it's so popular. I am too, Steph, but Stampin' Up! Is actually working on catalogs that will be a year or two and a year and a half from now. They have to work that far in advance, so they really don't know. You know, they make their guesses and run their numbers, but they really don't know what's going to be the biggest sellers because they're already working on catalogs well into 2023 and probably the tip of 2024. So on page 53, this is called Best Delivery, and this was a cute little card. Who did this? Oh, I don't have a name. But a cute little card, birthday wishes, signed, sealed, and delivered. The Best Delivery stamp set is retiring. And then the Ranunculus Romance Bundle. That carried over, but not at a bundle price. And here on page 55, the Bragworthy stamp set is marked down to $9.50. And I thought they really had some cute sayings in here. So thanks for being the person I overthink things with. We all have one of those. Would recommend you as a friend. 5-star rating. That's pretty good. 1 minute you're young and cool, and the next you're getting excited over new towels. Happy birthday. I'm here for you, seriously. Try getting rid of me. So anyways, a lot of cute little stamps in there, but that's marked down to $9.50. Now on page 56, the Sentimental Swirls, that is retiring. And thankfully, this one did not. I love a sketched stamp, and I just haven't played with this one enough yet. So the In the Moment stamp set, that did make it into the new catalog. And I love the sayings too. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. Amen to that. So on page 58, the Heart and Home Suite. Some of that, more the items here are retiring. So let's go through that. On page 59, the Blessings of Home Bundle and the Honeybee Home Bundle, they both carried over into the new catalog. So you don't have to worry about that. And thankfully, so did the Hive 3D embossing folder. Now the Denim Ribbon, number 4 here, that is marked down to $4.90. The Classic Matte Dots did carry over, and I like those. Some basic colors that would go with just about anything. The Heart and Home Doilies, they are marked down to $4.50. The Heart and Home Memories and More card pack, that is marked down to $7. And then you have the Heart and Home Memories and More cards and envelopes. That is marked down to $9. For the designer paper, Heart and Home 12 by 12, that is marked down to $10.35. So on page 60, the Blessings of Home bundle, that did carry over, and it carried as a bundle price. And so did on page 61, the Honeybee Home bundle. So you will see both of those in the new catalog. And they have been very popular too. So on page 62, the Every Chapter and the More Love, those stamp sets retired. And here is a card. This was by Susan Elise Morton. So this card here, it says the world needs more love. The world needs, good Lord, the world needs more love notes. Hello. Anyways, so that here is a sample of that. And then on page 63, the Catch You Later, this also retired. And how cute is that? It uses that paper that we saw in the beginning and the designer paper on Sweet Talk, and then you're just perfect. That cute little saying right there. So on page 64, the Happy Hedgehogs, that's with a punch. That carried over, but not at a bundle price. And then on page 65, Celebrating You carried over. And that's a really nice set because you have a lot of different sentiments in it. Now up in the corner, don't miss this. This is called Butterflies and Flowers Layering Masks. And these create some beautiful butterflies and flowers just from sponging. Just take your blending brushes and the masks. Those, I was shocked, they are marked down to $7. So that's a lot of patterns for that price. Now on page 68, the Cactus Cuties bundle, that is retiring, and the Cactus Builder Punch is actually marked down to $16.20. And here's a little card to share with that. So that is a punch on this bundle. I don't have a name on that one. But that is retiring, along with the Lucky You stamp set on page 67. The Hey Sports Fan on page 69. Here you have the bundle. That is retiring, and the dies have been marked down to $13.50. The Fan Baker's Twine, that's an Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade with white. That twine is marked down to $5.25. Number 3, the Resin Stars, they are marked down to $5.60. And the Hey Sports Fan 12x12 designer paper has been marked down to $5.75. Page 70. The Let's Sail, which is this really cute stamp set with a punch. That bundle carried over at bundle price. And then Wildlife Wonder. This is a distinctive stamp, and this carried over at regular price. Now this is cute. This here on page 72 is called Home and Garden Bundle. And the garden dies have been marked down to $14. So when you look at a stamp set, when you're looking at this, if it's highlighted in the white, that means it has a die that coordinates with it. If it's, let me see on the punch one if I have that. If it's highlighted in more of a little bit of a cream color, that's a punch that coordinates with it. So all of these tools right here have a die that coordinate. And again, the garden dies are marked down to $14 because that is going away. So this, I think, this did have a name. This was, Laura Bartow. Love Laura Bartow. So to the man who can do anything, this, I tell you, this card, even though you stamped it, Laura, I have to give it to him because he really can do pretty much anything. But you see how cute this is. So that is retiring. The Brave Vikings on page 73, that is retiring. And when you turn the page, page 74, for the record, this stamp set is retiring. So that's what's in the main catalog. But always remember that with Stampin' Up! Catalogs, you have hostess items. So whenever you place an order of $150 or more, you start earning 10% of your merchandise sales. So you place a $150 orders, you now have $15 in free merchandise. And the only time you can get these host items are with your free merchandise. And they always retire. They never carry over. So this was an adorable set called Mischievous Mice on page 90. And then Expressions of Friendship. Both of those are retiring. So as you can see, Stampin' Up! It's going to have a couple of exciting months. We have, again, June 1st, which is Wednesday. All the items that I just showed you that are retiring or on sale go live. It's only while supplies last, so you don't want to delay. You can go to my creatingwithcolleen.com, my blog, and you can hit shop now and order from there. And I would appreciate it if you would do that. But most of all, if you have any questions at all, shoot me an email or you can private message me. Everything I do on social media is Creating with Colleen. My YouTube channel, my Pinterest, my blog, creatingwithcolleen.com. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope this helped. You could also go to creatingwithcolleen.com to request my newsletter, because I am going to take this video and I will take the Excel spreadsheet of all these things listed that I just showed you, and I will go ahead and put it in the newsletter to you. And then this way you can stay on top of sales that we have, my videos, all kinds of things. With the new catalog and celebration starting in July and August, it's going to be a great summer. So thank you for those who joined me on social media, on my Facebook page. I appreciate you joining me live. And for the rest of you, I just hope you have a creative day and you all take care. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.